Today I'm with Nichole. Nichole, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Nichole, how long have you been lost in Phoenix?
I would say like 5 years, on and off probably.
So when you were 29 years old, like what happened back then to cause you to come out to the streets?
Pretty much just like had a downfall. Pretty much lost everything. House, kids, car. Yeah.
Was that financial, divorce, drugs?
No, it was me and my baby's dad split up, and after that, just everything pretty much started going downhill.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids.
When's the last time you saw them?
My oldest is now 15. I haven't seen her since her 6th birthday.
9 years?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
I know.
Where are your kids at?
My oldest is with my ex-husband's mom. 2 of my kids are with their dad, and then my youngest got adopted by my cousin.
If your children see this, do you have a message for them?
Sorry. It's like my words can't even like sum it up how I feel about not being in their lives right now.
Lots of people I interview are using G or blues or both or powder. What are you using?
Pretty much all of them though.
All that stuff? Whatever?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, I don't do it every day. I do, but I'm not like, some people do it just to do it. You know what I mean? Like, as much as they got, that's as much as they're doing. You know what I mean? I just do it, I would say, as needed.
When you say needed, it's like to prevent withdrawals or what?
Yeah.
How old were you when you first tried substances?
I was 10 years old.
Who introduced you to substances at 10 years old, such a young age?
Honestly, where I was living, I found somebody snooping around in the bathroom, and me being nosy, I went snooping around after them and pulled out a little baggie of white stuff. And at the time, 10 years old, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what this is. All I know is this is drugs. This is some type of drugs, And I have a cousin, she was a freshman in high school. We would talk a lot on the phone because she lived pretty far, And I don't have sisters, so she was the closest thing to a sister I had. She was telling me about this new drug she tried, and I was like, dude, I think that's what I found in the bathroom the other day, So she comes, spends the night like a couple weekends later, and sure enough, I find the stuff again, and I was like, hey, is this what you were talking about? She was like, yeah. I was like, you want some? She was like, sure. So she poured herself out some, and she was like, here, give this money to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, right. So she's like, you want to try it? And I looked at it like this. I'm 10 years old, If she's offering it to a 10-year-old, it must not be that bad, you know what I mean? Because why would she offer it to a 10-year-old? So, yeah, that was the first time I tried it.
You've kind of been on substances ever since then? Pretty much.
Well, no, there was a pretty good amount of time. Like, when I had my kids, I didn't use at all. Yeah.
There was a big break when you had
big break.
Kids and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think there's ever going to come a time when you're clean off the streets and back as a mom?
Definitely.
What steps do you have to take to get to that point?
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to ever, be able to have custody of my children and, have them live with me, but I do have a goal, and, like I said, my oldest, she's 15, and all I want is, when she turns 18, if she wants to come live with me, I want to be able to have a spot for her to go to. So I just know I got 3 years to get my head out of my butt and make that happen,
When's the last time you had a job?
Like a real job? Can't even remember, honestly. Back in 2015.
About 10 years ago?
Yeah.
What were you up to today when I approached you? What were you doing?
Just sitting here trying to get out of the sun.
It's these past couple weeks been really hot. What do you do to stay cool, to avoid heat strokes?
I go home.
You have a home you go to?
Sometimes when my if you can call him boyfriend isn't being a jerk.
Sometimes you'll be on the streets and sometimes you'll be at home?
Yeah. But more on the streets than I am at his house, you know.
I'm noticing your back. Do you have scoliosis?
Yeah.
Is that something you've had a condition ever since you're a child, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Being a woman out here on the streets, you're by yourself. Don't you feel there's more danger out here for you?
Definitely.
How do you stay safe?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been very fortunate enough that I haven't had anything, you know, too scary happen to me. And I catch myself wandering around at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning by myself, walking around, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I shouldn't be walking around this late by myself, you know what I mean? Like, especially with no phone, no weapons to protect myself. Like, I don't know, it gets kind of scary. Like, I guess at the time you're just not thinking, especially when you ain't got nowhere to go, I'm just wandering, you know, like, it sucks, honestly.
You've been lucky to not have any misfortune out here on the streets?
I wouldn't say any, because all I gotta say is watch who you get in the car with.
Things
Any
happen out
females?
here. Things
Yeah.
happen out here. Yeah. That's why you shouldn't be on the streets.
And that's
right?
my advice to females, you know?
Yeah.
Can't trust no guys.
Right.
Or females even.
Whether sober or not sober, streets, not
Yeah.
streets, just gotta be careful, right?
Yeah, because guys, you know, when guys know a female's on drugs, like, they're gonna use that thing as like bait, you know, and they're gonna dangle it in their face and be like, hey, I got what you want, you know, come get it. And it's just easy to get lured in by that, you know?
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. You gotta stay strong though, you know? I guess that's where you gotta have that strong mind, you know?
Absolutely. You need to use that strong mind to get out of here
Yeah.
instead of to
definitely.
survive out here. You know, life is already hard. You're already a mom with children. Try to get out of here. You're a survivor being out here on the streets and all the things you've been through and seen out here. Use that strength to get out. What's the number one reason that you don't go to treatment or try to get help? What would you say that is?
I mean, you can't really force something on someone who's not ready to make that change, you know? And I'm right around the corner from it, let's just say that. Like, because I can't say I'm 100% ready to, you know, to get clean today.
Yeah.
But, like you said, like, time's not waiting for nobody, you know? And I gotta make things happen for my,
Right.
you know, for my kids.
What advice would you give to a 10-year-old little girl? She's at home. Somebody offers her this stuff, any substance. What should that little 10, 12, 15-year-old little girl, little boy say?
Say no. Like, if you question anything, you know, like, don't do something to try to make yourself feel cooler, to try to fit in. Like, just know there's so many more things in life than doing stuff like that. A lot more happiness. Like, that happiness, if you can even call it that, is just temporary.
If drugs didn't exist in your life, what would you be doing right now?
Probably be with my kids.
Be a mom, married, kids, happy? Still with issues, right? Like, we all have issues, but this being out here in the streets, trying to live every day, survive, that's a big issue,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So Nichole, the whole purpose of me talking to you was sharing your story and prevention through awareness. I have single moms reach out to me and say, hey, I'm a mom, I have 3 kids, I have 2 jobs. I have them sit down and watch your videos so they can see the consequences of poor decisions, of consuming substances. Your story is going to save somebody else's life. Now you got to work on saving yours, okay? Thank you for your courage. I'm going to give you my contact information for you to contact me if you need to write a treatment or somebody to talk to.
Okay.
You told me right now that you always wanted to meet me, not necessarily do a video, but you wanted to meet me, so it was a pleasure meeting you, okay?
Nice to meet you too.
Hopefully you're inspired very soon to go get help. You deserve so much more and you can do so much more, okay? Nothing but bad stuff is out here, okay? You already know that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna hand you some slippers.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hand you the Bible. I'm gonna hand you some cold water. I'm also gonna give you a little wristband, okay? So here's a little
Nice.
wristband. That's my email. In case you ever go to the hospital or like emergency, you need to reach out to me, just email me and I'll try to help you, okay?
Okay.
So Nichole, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you soon, okay?
All right, thank you.